Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. So originally I was trying to get away from just these talking videos and was gonna try to focus more on just showing you what we were up to and things like that. But today I just kind of felt like there's just some things that I need to share and so that you guys can be praying and just really lifting us up. First of all, I want to say I know and understand that everybody's dealing with this differently. Everybody has their own challenges, everybody has their own triggers and just difficulties and challenges. So this is just what has happened in our situation lately, and just what I'm dealing with, what our family's dealing with. And for some of you, this might sound excessive. For some of you, it just might be hard to understand this because you haven't walked in our shoes. But normally, we have 2 helpers Monday through Friday. We have somebody that helps us clean, cook, and then somebody that helps me corral the kids. And whether that's helping run Thomas to school, being with the twins, giving them, full undivided attention, whatever. We're used to having a lot of hands on deck. With the coronavirus and just things that are going around and happening and things, we are going to start, as of tomorrow, being down to 1 helper a day, which is fine. We can make that work. It's hard. And we have 1 helper that she's just got some things that she's going through and could just really use the prayer, and I don't know that she's going to be able to come back and work for us. And so I feel for her. I feel for her aunt that also works for us. Her aunt kind of just feels the pressure of caring for her and carrying a load, and I'm trying to tell her, you've got to make sure that you're not carrying everybody's load, because that can be just so hard and so painful and just really, really rough. Oh, and I'm majorly dehydrated, so I gotta work on that. And so yeah, we're grateful that I think it's still gonna work to at least have 1 helper a day. So we're gonna keep the twins for as long as we can, and of course, Thomas is ours. We're stuck with him no matter what, which is fine. He has brought a lot of joy lately. One of my love languages is physical touch, and there's just been these random times when he comes up to me and he says, "Mommy, hug," and just gives me a hug, and I'm just like, oh, I need that, or "Mommy, kiss." And yeah, social distancing. Thomas and I both share germs all day long, I guess, but which is fine. So that's been a real blessing. It's been fun to have him home, but I really know that he's missing school. He's missing his friends. Anytime I'm scrolling through Facebook or whatever, he says, friends, wanting to know if I have pictures from school or pictures of his classmates, or just he sees a picture of somebody and he says, friend. And that's what you guys are to us, and that's what you guys are to him. So if you think about it, send us a picture on Facebook, send us a picture through Messenger, send us a picture through email, whatever. That's just encouraging and uplifting at this time, and we could use all that we possibly could get. And then the other thing is, the last few days I just haven't been feeling the best. I haven't been sleeping well. I slept well last night, but the few days before then, there was one night where I couldn't fall asleep until after midnight, and that is not me. if you ask my mom and my dad, like, I've always been one that's like, 9 o'clock, I'm in bed, I'm out, you know, that's been my norm. And so it's been hard to sleep. I haven't been the most comfortable, and I kind of had a throat thing and nose thing, and I was just like, oh, I'm either getting sick or maybe I'm pregnant. And we have been trying, but it turns out I'm not. We're not pregnant. I've started my whole monthly adventure, and yeah, and so that's, you know, that's another letdown in all this. Don't get me wrong, I'm super, super excited for all the people that are announcing on Facebook that they are pregnant, and I'm so excited and so joyful for them. But I'm also struggling with the fact that I need to be okay. I need to get to the point where I just let it go and that I'm okay with one child. You know, there's nothing wrong right now with having one child. Honestly, our life would probably be a lot easier and a lot less stressful if we just had Thomas in the house instead of the twins plus Thomas. But I also know, like, we can't keep the twins. It's not a situation where it's going to work out to keep the twins, so I'm grieving the fact that biologically we will probably just have Thomas. And I think I've said this in videos before, like, but it's just, this is what I'm processing right now. This is what I'm going through, and I just wanted to share that with you. Because I know that we're all going through our struggles, and I know we're all processing things, and a lot of times when you're stuck at home and don't really have any other things to do, those things that you're going through, those things that you're processing, they get magnified, and then you're thinking about them so much more, and just, it's hard. It's really hard. And so, and then there's just been a lot of missing family. You know, like, there's part of me that's like, oh, well, if we were in this situation in northern Indiana, you know, we'd have this yard to run around in, and we'd have pigs to go see, and cows to go see, and sheep to go see, and I could go do chores with Dad, or, you know, I could help Mom scrapbook or clean out the car or whatever. And it's funny, things that I didn't enjoy as a kid, I'm like, I would almost do anything to be doing that right now, because we don't have a lot to do here. I'm grateful for the space we have here, because where we're eventually going to move to does not have as much space. But I really, really just miss the family, miss the farm, miss Indiana. And yeah, and a lot of this just magnifies it, you know, and just the uncertainty. And so I guess my biggest thing is stay inside if you can. You know, don't make an excuse of, well, I can go out and do this, or I can go out and do that. Like, each of us not making a choice to stay inside or do social distancing or whatever, when we're not making those choices, that affects others. Like, your choices, your decisions could affect us coming home this summer, could determine if we come home this summer. And so I don't want to put the pressure on you, but I also want you to feel it a little bit. Like, there are the ones of us that are overseas, and we want to be able to go home. You know, we want to be able to get back to the States and see family and friends. Think about your fellow just people that live in the United States that are either serving overseas or whatever, whether that's missionary or military or whatever. You know, like, your decisions affect how long it will take them to get back, how long they have to stay quarantined. Like, you guys, you know, have stay-at-home orders for a month. Okay, if you do what you're supposed to, come May, that could be totally lifted and you could go back to life. Us, more than likely, we have stay-at-home orders for April and possibly May, depending on if people listen. And then we'll come back to the States, and then we'll probably have to self-quarantine for 2 weeks. So, like, just please try to be grateful for the situation you're in. Try to encourage each other, try to lift each other up. I was watching a YouTube video this morning, and yes, I'm still watching way too many YouTube videos. But what this family did, I found encouraging. It was a bigger family. It was a family that had one biological child and then ended up fostering and then adopting all these kids. So they have this big, wonderful family. So one of the things that they are doing to pass the time is they took the 5 love languages quiz to find out what love language each person had. And then they said, okay, now we're gonna wear name tags that say what our love language is for a day and try to go around and show that person, show different people that we understand and know what their love language is, and just trying to fill up their love tank. And so I took it. I had a pretty good guess of what mine is. Mine is, I got a number 12, which was the highest number I got on physical touch. Dan was pretty even, but his highest one was on words of affirmation. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to intentionally say things that affirm him and lift him up and that are that encouragement to him. So it's a free quiz. I would encourage you to take it. Use it in your family, use it in your household. If other extended family take it, even if you can't, express love to them right now through physical touch or whatever, once we get out of this, I hope it's just a mad dash to hug everybody and just be there for each other. And my hope and prayer is once this is all over, that we put down the phones, put down the technology, and we're like, let's just go sit down and have coffee and have a conversation. That's what I'm hoping all of this stuff will cause, and that we'll just want to spend time with each other. So thank you so much for being encouragement for us. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for partnering with us. Despite this being a low month, we were only $6 lower than what we got for February, and so I think we still had enough come in that we will be okay, and the Lord just continues to provide. And so we no longer have $1,000 in our emergency fund, but hopefully once we get paid this month, we'll be able to build that back up. And yeah, and I am encouraged and excited that we're still in a place to be a blessing to those around us, and I hope and pray that you are too. So talk to you next time. Bye. God bless.